What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dave Mo. I hope everything's going well in your life. I hope you're making money. More importantly, I hope you're taking care of yourselves and your loved ones, man. Let me tell you something. I'm going through some shit right now, and on a personal note, and just remember, no one is no one and nothing is guaranteed tomorrow. So God bless all of you guys. But let me get into this odometer discrepancy, okay? So, this vehicle I purchased, if you guys seen the video, great. If you didn't, short little recap. '02 Honda Accord has a transmission issue, potentially. And it's coming back at 75,000 miles, okay? So, a lot of people... Excuse me, I'm pretty tired. I haven't been sleeping well. A lot of people are like, well... you know, that's got to be, I can't believe it's got that low miles. And the reason why I'm saying it's true at this point is because ACV uses Carfax and nothing's coming up on the Carfax. So what I did was I ran the numbers through AutoCheck, which is free. If you're a car dealer, a licensed car dealer, you use Manheim, you sign up for it. Manheim will give you the Manheim app, and in the Manheim app, you can MMR any car you want, whether it's in Manheim or not, and it'll give you this footnote, if you will, of AutoCheck. And the AutoCheck says this car had 4 owners with 1 accident. The last reported mileage was in 5/24/23, which is 2 months ago, and it was 56,000 miles flat. All right. So, does that mean that the mileage on the car is true? It definitely does not mean that, all right? Here's how odometer rollback works if you're smart, all right? What these guys will do is they'll find a car and they'll Carfax it. Because Carfax is such a great marketing team and a great system behind it that you could actually look at a car and tell that the body lines have been in an accident, and Carfax would say it's never been in an accident, and people are like, oh, it's never been in an accident. When clearly, if you know, it's been in an accident. So here's how the odometer scams work, okay, guys? And this is why you need an upgraded OBD2 system. Someone will run a Carfax, and like this one, it'll say, okay, last reported mileage, 53,000 miles, or whatever. What did it say? Last reported miles, 56,000 miles, okay? So then they'll take this car, and let's just say on the Carfax, it says 56,000 miles last reported. They will then roll the clock all the way back to, let's just say on this one, to 74,000 miles. 75,701. So, whenever I see like 01, I always am skeptical about it because I'm always just like, most people don't have much sense. Like, oh yeah, 01. So that's how it works. Excuse me again. So what people will do is they'll go on like Marketplace and stuff like that, and they'll look for cars with like 250,000 miles, right? 1 or 2 owner cars. Now it's got 250,000 miles. They're going to get the car for, for whatever they're going to get it for. They'll Carfax it and they'll say, hey, 10 years ago when this second owner purchased the car, it only had, 50,000 miles on it. They'll then roll the odometer back to, let's just say, 102 miles, 120 miles, right? 120,000 miles. So it's not going to set off an alarm for Carfax because it's not odometer rollback, because it didn't go below the last reported mileage. What they're doing is targeting people who believe in Carfax. They'll have the Carfax ready for you. Oh, look, Carfax here, it says that it was this, that, or the next thing. And that's how, one of the ways that they're doing it, guys. How they actually roll back the odometer, I really don't want to get into. Don't believe for a second because it's digital, it can't be done. I personally know someone who targets high-end luxury vehicles. a lot of the Europeans. And what he'll do is he'll look for exactly what I just said. He'll go out and he'll go down to like Miami or uh, Georgia, Tampa. He doesn't go to Tampa because he sells in Tampa. So he'll go all over, specifically looking for cars with over 250,000 miles on them. The higher the better, to be honest with you. And then he'll get them, and he spent upwards of $5,000 to be able to roll back the clock. It's a felony, guys. You will get caught. You will go to jail. But don't be fooled when you see a car and you're like, oh, well, look, the Carfax says this and this is that. You want to look for other things. And if you're buying off the street, if you're a car flipper, spend the extra money on the scanner, the OBD2 scanner or OBD2 reader. It's the same thing, just depends how you say it. Spend the extra money on it. So this way you could look it up and you could actually pull up the mileage that's in the ECU. All right, that's what you want to do. Don't worry about what's on the clock, because one thing you're going to find out is if you're the last one holding the bag, you're the one that's in trouble. Especially if you're a car flipper, because you got a lot going on. You're probably not paying taxes. You're probably, you don't have a dealer's license, etc., etc. There's just a lot of things out there in this world. But with that being said, guys, there are deals out there, potentially like this one. If this car does come back as mileage discrepancy when I put my scanner on it, I will simply take the video. I'll call ACV. They'll probably give me half the value of the car, so they'll probably end up just giving me like $300 back through arbitration. And that'll be it. I'll just have to sell it as a TMU car and be done. But even as TMU, if I only spend $300, I'm still making money, but I'd rather it be true mileage. Anyway, guys, I hope that helps you kind of, be on the lookout for these cars. There's a bunch of ways other YouTubers have said to look at the wear and tear on the seat. I don't know that I believe that. I weigh 370 pounds. If I had 50,000 miles on a leather seat, it's going to be a hell of a lot more cracked than 150,000 miles with a 120-pound driver, right? So I don't know that that's one way of doing it. They'll say, look at the pedals, right? I get what they're saying in terms of using the pedals. What I don't think is that's a sure sign of doing it. You ever notice that these drivers will relax their feet on the pedals? I need a monster. So some drivers relax their feet on the pedals, and pedals are basically just rubber. So they're going to wear away pretty easily rather. So, the surefire way, guys, spend the money, get the damn scanner, and protect your ass. That's it. Stop being cheap. If you're going to be in the game, be in the game. If you're not going to be in the game, you're going to be a sucker, and you're going to get taken for a ride. It's the only two things I can tell you. Straight up and down, man. Like, I want to candy coat it, and I want to be your friend, and I want to do all this other shit. But if you're still sitting here looking for cheap ways out, I'm going to tell you right now, you deserve everything that's coming to you. Be in the game. Be a bully. Be in this fucking game. Learn your shit. Learn how to protect yourself. And don't get taken for rides. All right? That's the bottom line, guys. Spend the money. It's an investment. Invest in yourself. Invest in your business. And if you're doing it right and you have the LLC, you can use it as a write-off. Use that tool as a write-off. Because if you're buying off the streets, if you're buying, even like in this situation right now, I'm going to have to VIN scan it to be sure, because number one, I don't have to VIN scan it because I didn't do anything wrong. That's number one. Number two, I only want to VIN scan it as to not fuck the general public. That's the only reason why. Other than that, I couldn't care less, right? But I don't want to screw anyone, and I know for a fact I didn't do anything. Clearly, I bought the car from ACV. Anyways, guys, that's an OBD2 scan story. I'm out.